It's not the first time for us. I mean, this has been like the third or fourth time that they came in. The only difference is that this time it's not reversible. And we don't know at least how to do that reversible. If not, we would have done lots of things in that sense. Once you pass through, the path is set. And set forever. As a Nazca lines, they remain for thousands of years.
And two associations that are hideous, to use the word, and that's what we talked before. The first one is that if you go now to Nazca and you fly over the lines, tourists are coming not to see our lines, they're coming to see where Greenpeace set up their stuff. So this kind of unwanted, ¿no es cierto?, marriage between this statement, ¿no es cierto?, and all their consequences and our cultural patrimony is going to be hard or impossible to disassociate. And the second thing is that now we are passing in the net, in the World Wide Web, as being against some of the tenets of conservation and sustainable development and sustainability. That's as far away from our ethos as you can imagine. I mean, no sector in this country is closer to the environmental issues than us. We share the responsibility of taking care of the people that live inside the forest. You see? So now we have agreements between nature and culture because of this, and this has only, and in some way, this has been responsible for defocusing the COP conversations that happen.
That is what's the important thing. So now we're talking about what we never wanted to talk about. No?
But if you read the letter, some people are saying, these people in the Ministry of Culture in Peru want to put these kids in jail. We don't want to put these kids in jail. We want to make our laws and our patrimony being upheld. It's only that. But we are going to be the tyrants. We're going to be the miserables, the miserable people that are going to pursue the punishment, the legal punishment for this type of.
And we cannot do any other thing that what the law is meant to do.
Just to respond to Deputy Minister, especially, on both your points, but on the second point, I can tell you that that's been the hardest thing. I've had to issue more than 60 personal apologies to various organizations, because, even the march that took place, there was almost no media coverage about the march because everything was about what Greenpeace.
There was no media coverage of the talk given by Al Gore here, because it was really in the middle of this scandal. It was ridiculous.
And that
nobody realized that the president of
Podría decir yo creo que la presencia de ustedes es importante. Han venido a pedir disculpas y eso es importante, pero nosotros después de esta reunión vamos a tener preguntas de la prensa y yo considero que si usted está 5 años a cargo de esa institución, tiene que tener los medios para obtener la información que para el Ministerio de Cultura es relevante obtener. Yo vivo en Ica, Nazca es de mi región y me parece que es algo que la población reclama, ¿no? Entonces, la otra oferta que ha hecho, más adelante se podrá, digamos, a nivel ministerial ya se verá y definitivamente a veces la falta de recursos es importante, pero eso no es lo relevante. Ahorita, lo relevante, si nosotros nos paramos después de esta reunión y ustedes solamente han pedido disculpas y nos van a decir que se van a demorar 1 mes y medio para encontrar a las personas responsables, no sería creíble para nosotros.
Okay, so when I say 1.5 months, that is, to the end of January, that's, it's not about just names and archaeologists, it's about how the decision was made, who took it, how could it have happened, how could it have gone against Greenpeace policy and all of that, right? So I don't have the mandate as I sit here, that's my difficulty, but I've heard you, and what I will take away from this meeting, and I will convene another global discussion, is to communicate to all our officers the depth of the feeling, say that the request still stands, and to do everything in my power to try to actually get the names and also the issue of archaeologists. All I can say is, as I'm sitting here now, I'm not empowered to do that. I will try my very best, and we can keep a line of daily communication over the next couple of days. Maybe if you can appoint somebody who who can interface
Tenemos un abogado
with
para
us,
eso.
and I mean, I'll be honest, I just feel awful. I feel boxed in. I want to, because, let me just say something, that there have been many cases where, there have been protests that we've done, where in fact the law was broken, like we trespassed in some place and so on, but nothing that comes to this kind of disrespect of culture, sacred things and so on. But in all the cases that I've seen, as well as before I came, people, even if they went back to their home countries, they came back and stood. So I was hoping that the politics here, the situation could be such that we could move quickly beyond the criminal prosecution and look for solutions.
The thing is,
your position.
Representative in Lima? Is there an office in
No,
Lima?
I actually, that's such a.
Who can be, if a judge wants to question anyone, who is going to answer?
This is in fact, I feel quite strongly, had we had an office in Lima, this wouldn't have happened. And unfortunately, we don't have an office in Lima.
Well, if you have asked, this would not have happened.
asked.
Sorry?
Asked.
No, of course. I take that point. And
If you had asked, we would have helped you do
Absolutely.
something, with zero impact.
Yeah.
No, but you didn't ask. That's the point, you see, that these people, these activists took the law in their hands. They decided to do whatever they wanted. That is where the paradox lies. We agree 100% with the message. We
Yeah.
don't agree with the means.
Yeah.
The means have been, completely against the message. And you see what I told you. The future might be renewable. The past is not. That's the core point to be acknowledged. The past is not renewable. Once it's gone, it's gone. Once the damage is done, it's done. You see, and that is the unsensibility, the lack of sensibility that these people have shown. That is a really critical point. And around that, to heal this process, at one point we would have to do an international conference or something, because we need to convey this message. Because, this is going, out of the control. Environmental issues are super important. If you ask around, you will find everybody agreeing with this. But you see, but not at the cost of sacrificing, thousands of years of humanity. You see, we need a future that is sustainable, but also is respectful. And that is something that is not enough to be sustainable, because we might end up living back in Eden, but an Eden where everything that we have done as a civilization has been wiped out. And that is not the case.
100% agree with you. We don't have any disagreement. So, given
Legally, with whom must we deal in the future? That's the thing.
Okay, so I think given where we've landed in the conversation now, I will also try and secure legal representation.
Yeah.
I haven't done that formally yet, at a more sort of senior level. And then maybe I will communicate with the ministry this evening
Okay.
to say this will be the contact person for any further conversations. And
Hopefully it's not the lawyer you brought the other day.
I know.
The lawyer you brought the other day came in with a statement. In the first apology, the statement was, since there has been no damage that you have been able to assess, then there's no illegal nothing.
Well,
okay, I don't know.
Luis Jaime will be receiving in his mail whatever is necessary to know about the legal representation that you will be having here.